Hey there, guys. I wanted to jump in here and go over this mini masterclass. My name is Rachel Feldman, and I'm so excited to be here today. I have a lot of coaches who come to me, and a lot of coaches who watch my Facebook videos and who come into my Facebook group or YouTube discovery calls who say they have difficulty getting clients. So today's presentation is going to be all about getting clients. Let me just share my screen. Bear with me 1 second. So if you are sitting there saying, this is me, this is for you. All right, bear with me as I share my screen. I have a messy desktop with a lot of saved images. All right. So, how to get clients faster using visibility, messaging, and offers that convert. Today, we're talking about how to get clients faster using 3 things that matter most: visibility, messaging, and offers that convert. The reality, a lot of coaches are working hard. You're doing everything you think is right. I would say before we even get into this, your niche has to be clear for your messaging for you to get clients. If you are hopping around, and I have a lot of clients who do this, they change their niche over and over. Don't. You're not married to your niche, but you've got to start messy. A lot of you are posting, learning, tweaking, taking courses, trying to figure out Instagram, and yet not getting consistent clients. It feels frustrating, defeating, makes you question, am I saying the wrong thing? Is my niche wrong? Why is everyone else getting clients except me? The truth, it's not because you're bad at coaching. It's not because you're not smart enough. It's not because there is no room for you. It's because you don't have a simple client attraction system. The shift, when you understand visibility, messaging, offers, everything gets easier. So how people actually become clients, what might be missing in your business, and how to create momentum without burnout. Where coaches get stuck, creating freebies, programs, PDFs, emails, content, graphics, creating, but not focusing on what bringing in clients. If you're not getting clients consistently, it comes down to you're not visible enough. I know this. I was on JJ Virgin's 3-part conference this weekend, and all she kept saying was that you have to have, she says, be on 3 different platforms. Think about really where your clients are hanging out. You might love Instagram for visually, but they might not be there. They might be on LinkedIn. They might be on YouTube. It may be that you need to show up more visibly in those other platforms, and maybe on Facebook. You have to test it out. The message is not clear enough. I see this consistently. I hear coaches who say, I just want my client to feel better, or I help women in their 40s with hormones. That's not specific enough anymore. And the offer is not compelling. Clarity problem. Most coaches think they have a sales problem, but it's a clarity problem. If people do not understand who you help, the problem you solve, how you help, why should they care? They do not buy. Confused people do not move. Clarity converts. So if they don't know that you help someone specifically, women in their 40s who are struggling in perimenopause and have blood sugar issues, which means that they are gaining weight. That is specific and clear. It goes over who are you speaking to, who's the problem that they have, and it also gives them a little sneak peek into, wow, like, I didn't even know I had blood sugar issues. Maybe this is a reason I gain weight. Visibility. People cannot hire you if they don't know you exist. Visibility is not being everywhere. It is being consistently seen in the right places. So you might find that, like I said, you're posting on Instagram, which is going to your Facebook business page, but it's not getting you enough. Maybe you need to get on podcasts. Maybe you need to get on summits. The only way that you're going to be asked to get on summits is if you have visibility. And that visibility could be your Instagram, that visibility could be YouTube, that visibility, if you're working with high achieving professionals, could be LinkedIn. But I would say get in some online networking groups and start to build that visibility. Trust building visibility. People need to see you multiple times. Posting once, especially if you're launching like in the next month, you should be going live. That should be live on Instagram, live on Facebook. I know you might be saying, "Oh my God, that sounds like a lot." But it's people need to trust you. They need to hear your perspective. They need to feel safe with you. They need to trust that you can help. This means you have to have a list building freebie. That is the mini step, and you have to have a nurture sequence. This nurture sequence is dating. This nurture sequence is the first date is when they see you on social media. The second date is when they opt into your freebie. That freebie is a mini step to helping. When I launched my first program, I also created a freebie because I was like, how am I going to build awareness? That awareness is done by freebies. It's why all of our programs have freebies in them. You don't need more content. You need intentional content that leads and builds trust. Messaging. Stop sounding vague. I help women feel better is too broad. I help people with wellness is too general. People do not buy broad, they buy specific. Strong messaging. Make people feel seen. Be clear on who you help, what are they struggling with, what they want, what happens when they work with you. You have to be talking about your system, your method, and your process constantly. Even in your freebie, at the end of your freebie, you're like, oh, I'll just give you an experiment, an example. We have the metabolic mastery method. You're like, here's this freebie. At the end of it, in my metabolic mastery method, this is what I cover. Or maybe that nurture sequence is leading to a low-cost offer. And then from that low-cost offer, you're upselling them in another nurture sequence to get on an application call with you. Or maybe you're doing a webinar and you're really speaking to women who are going through menopause and have hot flashes and gaining weight and don't have sleep. You have to talk about your system and your method. Why should I work with you? What's that conviction? When you have that conviction and confidence, be like, even an example, somebody just bought, actually 2 people bought our functional medicine program. Jennifer Tardy bought our functional medicine program, enrolled, I think she said 3 clients right away the next day into that program. Ryan bought it Friday, and he already enrolled 1 client at $1,500, which is the suggested price that we have for the program. You have to believe in the program that you are selling. And from that program comes also your messaging, the myths and the beliefs you have, the misconceptions about health that you are trying to uncover for your client. Your offer. Your audience needs a clear offer and a next step. Many coaches are visible but not making offers. Their offer is unclear, buried, too complicated. One of the things we do with our offers is we make sure that that customer-client journey is clear and succinct. You don't want to be giving them too much information. Sometimes too much information overwhelms them. I like to structure my offers in the way that they are like weekly or bi-weekly. I like to have accountability sheets or handouts to make sure that they do their homework. Clear offer structure. People need to know, what are you inviting them to? If you're talking about hormones, don't sell a gut course. You can be talking about hormones, how it affects the gut, and then sell them to a gut course. But you have to make sure that you're having clear conversations in social media, on podcasts, on summits, when you invite people, when you're at a networking group, when you're at a cocktail party. People need to know what you do. Who is it for? What problem does it solve? What result does it create, and what is the next step? Most importantly, what is the transformation? It's not that it's got 6 modules and that it's got weekly calls. What is the transformation that you're selling? That's the biggie. It's that somebody wants to lose that weight from menopause that they've been struggling with. They want to lessen their hot flashes. They want to sleep again. They want to feel not alone in their life because they're going through a transitional period. Biggest mistake coaches make. Coaches spend months creating before selling, building workbooks, modules, slides, branding, but not making offers. You have to make an offer daily, whether that is for your freebie or for your program. At the end of a live, at the end of a social media, there should be a call to action. That call to action can be your freebie, or join my, maybe you're doing a beta test for your program because you're a new coach. Maybe you're an advanced coach and you're selling a group program. Not to say that new coaches can't sell group programs. Reality check. None of that matters if nobody buys. Perfection delays momentum. And what I find most of all is the visibility part. You are just not being visible enough. Done is better than overthought. Visible is better than perfect. How to use the done for you programs. You're not cheating. You're not cutting corners. You're being smart with your time. How to use them. Pick a real problem your audience wants help with. Match your messaging to that problem. Use the opt-in freebies and the workshops within the program to build visibility. Use the workshop for the selling of the program to actually get people, and you should be doing a workshop a month. So go to yourhealthcoachbiz.com or sell low-cost offers. All of the list building bundles, and I'll show you an example before we end this, all of them could be low-cost offers. Use existing assets to save time. Repurpose. Don't be scared of repetition. Your client needs to hear you repeat yourself multiple times for them to convert. Focus and gain in front of more people. Lead with a simple next step. A simple client attraction framework. Step 1, pick a problem. Pick one problem. Create content around that problem. Make one clear offer. Show up consistently. Invite people in. Use done for you support where it makes sense. What if you're just starting out? Why would someone hire me? People are not looking for perfection. People are looking for authenticity and looking for you to have your client say, oh my God, it's like she's in my mind. I don't want you to use ChatGPT to write your captions. ChatGPT is not going to write captions that come from the soul of your story and your problem. If you want to use it as a framework, that's great. But you have to infuse those stories that your client's making you say, oh my God, this is this person. What actually matters. You don't need to know everything. You need to know how to help someone move from point A to B. Speak clearly, invite confidently. Messy action builds momentum. So what else do I need to create? Start asking, how can I get in front of the right people with a clear message and a strong offer? Because clients come from clarity. Clients come from consistency. Clients come from trust. Clients come from invitations. And if you're stuck building everything from scratch, this might be your sign to make it easier on yourself. You don't have to do it the hard way. This is why we even have follow-up email series and indoctrination series. An indoctrination series is where you introduce. It's the follow-up lead from a lead magnet. I was just listening to JJ Virgin talk about this. She was like, how can you sell something when you don't have a list? Which brings me to even our done for you websites. I believe once you get super clear on your niche, get a website. You can't have people just land on a freebie unless you're doing complicated funnels. So use Spring 50, expires Tuesday, March 24th at 11:50 a.m. Shop any program or product. I'm gonna hit stop share for a second. I want to show you what a done for you lead magnet can do for a low cost offer. Low cost offers are great for Facebook ads. They help you pay for the Facebook ads. They're also great for building trust. Constipation. This is a brand new one that we have. I love this. This is a low cost offer. You have a guide right here. The guide is in Canva template. You have a PowerPoint and script. You're leading with a major problem that people have. So you're giving them two things. Sell this for 17 to 27. You can take any 5-day, 14-day, 17-day. If you want to do a 30-day, that would be more like $97. I like a low-cost offer and a high-cost offer. As I was saying, the programs, I'll even show you the functional medicine program because it's one of my favorites that I was just talking about. In the business folder, it comes with everything that you need. You have 20 blogs to build that long game visibility. They can also be newsletters. You have 30 images and captions. You have 2 opt-in freebies, the functional health assessment and the gut stress connection. You have 2 PowerPoints. The gut stress connection right from that one program that Ryan and Jennifer bought and sold for $1,500. You could have a low cost offer. This is the one that you sell with. Oops, not that. The whole thing about building your business is being smart with your time. So these are what is covered in the modules, the 6 pillars of health. Everything is done for you. If you have any questions, you can hop on a free discovery call with me. I will put that information in the description as well. Or feel free to friend me on Facebook. Feel free to send me a DM on Instagram. It's Rachel A. Feldman. I hope that you have a great day, and it's been a pleasure being with you today. All right, guys, get visible. Don't be scared of doing video. Video is where it's at these days. Find out really where your ideal client is hanging. Show up on 3 platforms, as JJ Virgin was saying. This is how you're going to 10x your business. And make sure that you have a message that's clear. I also do business coaching, so if you're looking to get super clear on your niche and messaging, I do a niche statement, niche bio, messaging, everything that has to do with the branding and the building of your business. All right, guys, it's been a pleasure. I will see you later.